I've had the blessing of being able to go overseas and go to third world countries, countries where I thought God was not blessing. People in Africa. I've been to all corners of Africa. And these people are living in 10 by 10 huts, dirt floors, no running water, no electricity. And worse yet, many of these people, they see how the rest of the world lives. So the atheist says, well, they don't know any better. Where I was staying, I'm on site again, training for my business. We're living like kings. Like we got compounds, we got electricity, and these people are coming and they're cleaning and they're servicing and they see how the rest of the world lives. But they have a contentment that we don't have. I remember being in Liberia and one of his brothers was like, I would never trade places with you in an instant. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like talking to me in my first world country, I got my clothes, you see what I'm saying? And they realize that the things that we have here in America, here in this first world, are distractions. I went to church. I've been to church pretty much everywhere I've gone. Church like you've never imagined. Because these people are not going to church just to see and be seen. They're not going because it's a tradition, because it's a perfunctory thing. They're going because they realize they might not make it another week without God. They might make it another day without God. Every single time they wake up, there's no guarantee they're going to eat that day. There's no guarantee their kids are going to eat that day. And again, I'm thinking, how is it that God is blessing these people? They're spending time with Him, so obviously they're getting something out of it. But how is God blessing them when they are rife with disease? They got flies all over their body. You see what I'm saying? They may go weeks without getting a real meal. And I'm like, how is God blessing them? But I talk to them. They're like, yo, man, God is so good. I'm like looking where they're living. Like, what? God is so good. In other words, this Christian life is giving them hope today, not in the future. It's giving them hope now that gets them through each day. So when they get a meal, we may eat and not even think to pray about it. It's expected we're going to have 3 meals a day. Our kids are going to have 3 meals a day. As tough as we have to hustle to get that money, we're going to eat. These brothers and sisters know that they have so much more to give thanks to that we don't realize because we're saturated with our first world. And you know what? With first world problems comes first world complaints. And we're complaining and we live life in a state of non-gratitude. Being upset because we don't have any Wi-Fi at the coffee shop, being upset because our phone died, being upset because, we don't have, we want to sit back on our cable TV and watch this movie on demand and it's buffering. Like they are far beyond all of that. So I would challenge you, get past your first world problems. Realize that as difficult as your life is, there are people with way worse, with way more.